Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am showing a big new aquarium that I just picked up today. In recent videos I showed the start of phase 2 for Cichlid Bros as I built an aquarium stand with a couple new tanks in my fish room. These will be quarantine tanks as things start to expand. I also have a big new custom aquarium being built that I can't wait to show, but I spontaneously bought a new aquarium on top of all of this. That's what I'm going to show today, what I picked up and what I'm planning to do with it. I can't wait to show it, so let's dive right in. I'm going to start the video like I've been doing, which is showing new equipment that has come for the big new custom aquarium. Like I said, the new aquarium that I'm picking up in this video is on top of the big custom aquarium that's being built right now. So this is going to be going for that tank. Let's check out what I got. Box number 1 and box number 2. They also sent me a Cichlid towel, which I'll definitely use in the fish room, and a Cichlid bag, so that's cool.
How neat is that?
Here are the two boxes. The first is a Cichlid Extreme Wave Maker, which I've used in other tanks. It's controllable through an app. There's many different settings, and Cichlid is just a very reliable company when it comes to wave makers, so excited to have this for that new tank. And secondly, this is the Syncra SDC, which is a very reliable pump, which will be going in the sump of this new custom aquarium. In my 150 here, I have this same pump and it's worked really well for the last 9 to 10 months or so. It's also Wi-Fi controllable through the app, and I really like having everything in one spot on my phone. So with this unboxing, I basically have my filtration and my flow figured out for the new custom tank. Can't wait to get it all set up. But enough about that future project. Let's get into what's happening today.
Here we go.
Okay guys, so I'm on the road. I actually rented a truck from Lowe's so I could load it up into the back of the truck. My car wasn't big enough probably for this tank, stand, and canopy, so really excited to check it out. Let's go. All right, we got it. Okay, so I got the aquarium downstairs. Rambo's gonna walk over and check it out with me. Here it is. So I got a little help from my brother-in-law to get this down the stairs and into my basement. It definitely wasn't as difficult as some of my bigger tanks, but as soon as I get the tank stand and canopy painted and brought down here, I'm going to get this on the stand and do a leak test, filling it with water, and we're going to get this thing going. So here is the stand and the canopy, which both are in great condition, and I do like the color of this, but it doesn't match my other tanks, so I do want to paint it black just so everything matches and is cohesive down in my basement. So anytime I'm about to paint, I shamelessly plug in this clip.
Does it come in black?
Okay, so the first coat is done. You can't really see it in this lighting, but we'll come back tomorrow, do another coat, and then show the progress.
Tomorrow.
Okay guys, so I just got the second coat done. It's drying right now. Let's take a quick look. So overall, I think it looks really good. Got the second black coat done on both the canopy and the stand. And as you can see, it's snowing outside. So my hands are freezing.
I can't feel my fingers anymore. I lied.
Maybe you should wear these extra gloves.
And I'm gonna let this coat dry, and we're gonna come back tomorrow.
The next day.
Hey, we are back, and just real quick, I did mention how cold it's gotten, and behind me you can see my koi pond is starting to freeze over, so I'm shutting down the pump and I'm adding a de-icer which floats on the ice, which keeps an opening in the ice, allowing for some oxygen getting into the water for the koi that are in hibernation mode at the bottom of the pond. And also the tank stand, canopy, and the background have all dried, so I'm going to move that down there, clear out the space, and the next thing you'll see is the tank and its location. so I didn't even think about turning on the camera when I was moving the stand, the tank, and the canopy down here. My brother-in-law Rob has made multiple cameos on the channel, and he helped me move the tank down originally, and then my friend Chef helped me move the stand and the canopy down here, as well as get the tank onto the stand. Overall, the process was pretty simple since the tank isn't quite as long or wide as my other 2 display tanks, but because it was a 90-gallon tank, it was still a little bit heavy, but ultimately not too difficult to get down here. This was a used aquarium that I found on Facebook Marketplace for a pretty reasonable price, but because it had been used lightly in the past, I definitely wanted to do that leak test. And it's been about 24 hours now since I filled up the tank, and everything has gone smoothly. There has been no leaks, thankfully, and the tank is looking great. I really like the painted black background. I don't have to mess with that flimsy paper that goes on the back of your tank. And I really like the canopy, which is something I don't have on my other aquariums, but I do think it adds a nice dimension to this tank, especially because it's a tall tank being 90 gallons. But I am just so excited to have this down in my basement, ready to go, ready to set it up. In a future video, we'll be doing the aquascaping, putting on the equipment, and obviously stocking this tank very soon. I have a few ideas in mind for this 90-gallon tank, but I would definitely like to hear from you in the comment section below. If you have a really good idea, it's definitely something that I'll consider. I am definitely not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this tank, but I do know it's going to be a very fun process no matter what we do. I do think it's going to look great in this little nook of my basement, right next to where the custom aquarium is going to go, right around the corner from my 2 big display tanks. So I'm going to have 4 big display tanks out in the open on top of having tanks in my fish room. So a lot of things happening like we promised with phase 2, and this is only the start of it. We haven't even mentioned what Alec and Quinn are doing. They're doing a lot of work behind the scenes, so make sure to hit that subscribe button so you see all these updates with this tank, as well as my brother's, and just the full expansion of what we're doing on Cichlid Bros. I couldn't be more excited to share what we've been up to and just show all those updates along the way. Those will be coming very soon. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.